like to call the Topsham Planning Board to order. Are we on the whatever?
Yep.
Okay. All right, can you please take the roll?
Don Span,
Present.
Ronald Bisson, Harry Bickford,
Present.
Larry Brand,
Larry and Andy, I've heard from. I haven't heard from Ron yet, so for now anyway.
Tim Dunham,
Present.
Scott Libby.
Present.
So we have three missing, Bisson, Brand, Muncy.
Okay, so we have a quorum, so we're good. All right, so the first item on the agenda is the approval of minutes, September 26th, 2024. Do we have a?
You were. So moved.
Second.
I don't think you were. All right, any discussion? All right, seeing none, all in favor? 3 and 1 abstention. All right, thank you. I think we lost our people.
All right.
So we have a sketch review. I'm going to be recusing myself, so if you can run this.
Work. I thought there was somebody else before us.
All
Well,
right, so the next item up is a sketch plan for Topsham Lewiston Solar LLC. Submitted a proposal to develop a solar energy facility on the north side of Route 196 at 571 Lewiston Road. Tax map R2, R02, lots 44A and 84. Hello.
Hello. Thanks for having us. My name is Martha Staskis. I'm the Chief Development Officer at Norwich Solar. And with me is Evan Baker from Stantec. Stantec has done, does our environmental work on all of our projects in Maine and New Hampshire. So he's going to respond to questions that relate specifically to wetlands and vernal pools, if there are any.
Did you say your name again?
Can you say your name again?
My name is Martha Staskis.
Thank you.
Sure. We're here as a re-permitting of a reduced project. We did this 2 years ago. We've been working through details with CMP is just really the bottom line here, and waiting and trying to figure out how to get it moving forward. So where we are now is to reduce the project to 975 kilowatts. And that reduces the acreage of the project, of the fenced area, to about 6 acres. It's a 47-acre parcel, and we're impacting, I have it here, 19 acres, I think, no, 12 acres altogether. And that's for the access and the driveway and the array and the interconnection. And then the array itself is a fenced area. I think you have a packet of information. I don't want to repeat too much of this if you already know it. I don't want to take up your time, but.
We have a packet. We may or may not have looked all through it. I think the main questions, at least that I have, are
Sure.
what are the differences between the
Perfect.
previously approved project and this one?
Yeah.
Just so we can focus on those.
Yeah, we
This
actually,
is just sketch, so we can answer some questions you guys have too if you want some feedback.
that would be great. We basically have both of these. Here, I'll hold one and you hold the other. Evan has the larger project, and you can basically see where there's more panels in that area. And this is the reduced area. What the reduction has resulted in is a reduction in the wetland impacts. So we're not impacting, you want to show the area we're not impacting? It's up at the top, yep, there and there. And then we're also not impacting the stream, let's see, what's it called? I have it over here. The stream protection zone, the town stream protection zone, we're now out of that, which was down here. So we pushed the array up further away from Lewiston Road. The project sits up against the CMP transmission corridor, so we can't go any further that direction. There are, Stantec identified, significant vernal pools, which are all up in this area, and the project completely avoids all that. Previously, we had comments, feedback from the fire chief, and primarily that was regarding access to the site, and so we widened the road to a 20-foot wide road, 16 to 20 feet. We made this parking area larger for the construction phase. Those are, I think, the highlights.
Yeah, and the hammerhead was added
Oh,
during
yeah.
2022 permitting. All of those improvements that were agreed upon with the comments from the fire chief are staying with the revised design.
Excellent. And so the laydown area, the road, et cetera, are the same as what was approved.
Exactly.
Primarily, you're cutting the number of panels in about half.
Really just shrinking
And really
the array.
focus to the,
Yep.
away from the pools, the shoreline, shore zone. Okay, great. I do think, when you come back for the site plan, it'd be great to have, clear, color difference of like
Oh, all right.
what the old one was. It makes it easier
Sure.
to see. Because I couldn't really tell. It's easier to see here, but the
I
plan
got
we
it.
had.
I had to do it myself.
You guys got any questions?
Go ahead.
I have one about, the map that's currently there and how much is gonna have to be clear cut, if any.
I didn't hear your question.
How much of that is trees, how much of that is field, how many trees are you gonna have to take down to do
It's
this?
predominantly wooded. It's an undeveloped lot. Evan, I need you to sort of
Yeah,
explain.
there's been heavy timber harvesting within this area that's kind of southwest of the transmission line corridor, but there will be tree clearing within the project area, within the array area and for the access road.
Okay, and then, I guess my next question, the follow-up to that would be, which neighboring, who is the closest residences to that
The
area?
closest resident is over here. Where is it? Down here. And I think it's 300 and. I have it. I think it's 350 feet.
How many residences? Do you know offhand?
That's really it down there.
Just one?
Yeah. Yeah. What has already been disturbed, the cutting that Evan's referring to, within the 12 acres, this scallop line is what we call the limit of disturbance. We refer to it in our world as the limit of disturbance, and that will be the area that the trees would be cut. And the area will be, once the array is installed, it would be maintained as a meadow. It'd be mowed once or twice a year so that there's no shading of the panels, or minimize the shading of the panels. So it's a 47-acre parcel and we'll be cutting about 12.
And just remind me, is this right along 196? Will this be able to be seen from the road?
Some of it may down here, the road is down here. Okay, and so this remains. This parcel is not even part of the project. And then where you can't disturb the wetland in here, so any kind of vegetation in the wetland would remain. Right?
Is this a permanent reduction in the size of the solar array, or is it something that you could expand on later to go back to something with more? Are you spacing it in preparation for the
No,
original plan? No.
No.
It's
because of the interconnection.
Mhm.
Okay, so the design of I don't wanna say never, but as long as I'm around, the project is, the interconnection agreement with CMP is for 975 kilowatts.
Okay.
That's all I've got. Do you guys have any questions you want of us?
No, we're ready to, we've already put the application together, we're ready to go. as I said, we really just see it as a shrinking of the footprint, and it sort of benefits everything.
So Scott, can I add just a little factual?
You don't have to be there as a public speaker, I think. We'll take some public comment, if anyone wants.
Not a public hearing, right?
Right.
Just briefly, this is Lot 35 Bay Park Drive. Thank you. All right, this was part of like a 147 acre parcel that was owned by the Williams family. This is 45 acres, 35 of it are basically commercial, and then the other 10 are residential. Right now, on the other side that you were talking about is 105 acres of undeveloped land, primarily all residential as far as I know. So you basically have 105 acres over off this way, and then there's the 45 acres here. There's like a 1 acre lot, which is kind of the entrance, which is where the MDOT curb cut is that goes into this parcel. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, thank you. Look forward to seeing you back here the next week, next month.
What's that?
Submit it, we'll let you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so we sent it to you. We need to resend it.
The final.
Yeah, we sent the
the
application.
full Final, oh, you did send the final
Yeah.
application. Check with Sky on that. You shouldn't need to if you'd already sent it. Technically, you're not, like, we can't accept it before the sketch plan, but you sent it electronically, so we have it. But we will need hard copies.
But you what?
We will need hard copies, like a hard.
Hard copies, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay. All right, thank you.
Thanks. Okay, we have an extension request. Craft Self Storage Inc. is requesting an extension of the board's approval for the proposed craft self storage expansion to be located at 7 Center Park Road, originally approved on November 11th, 2023, tax map R05, lot 56-3.
Sure. I'm Joe Martin with Sightlines here on behalf of the applicant. So like I said, it was approved last November. The applicant has had some health issues and it's kind of been laid out for the past few months, but is still want to move forward with the project, just needs a little bit more time to initiate the project. So we request that 6-month extension. There are a couple of conditions that still need to be met before they can start construction. I think there needs to be a lighting consultation review and there's something other minor that needs to be done, but he wants additional time to get that finished so he can start the process.
Any questions? Do you have anything you want to say? All right, I've read through this. I'm good with it. I guess if there are no further questions or no questions.
I don't have a memo for the proposed motion.
Do you want to look at it?
Sure.
Right.
Yeah, go and start with it, that's fine.
I move to approve the request with Craft Self Storage Inc. to extend the period of the site plan validity to May 11th, 2025.
Second that.
Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor? All opposed? All right, unanimous.
Thank you.
Okay, I will entertain a motion to adjourn. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor? All right.
They said we'll our best.
You seconded, he moved, you seconded.
Whatever,
I figured she could choose.
I will need your signatures for Mount Woods.
Oh, sure.
And our next meeting, remind them,
DVD or? you want to sign it, or-
I don't think you were
I was not there.
he was not here. I don't know.
Last time, was it last time?
It wasn't last
Okay,
time,
then I wasn't
no.
here.
I think you were in Georgia.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to come back for more signatures.
I think so.
I'll get the two that I can get.
So Josh, just to remind everybody, next one, our next meeting, we are having it, it's a joint session with the consultant, correct?
Correct. Yep.
So if you can be here, it'd be great.
Yep, it's a workshop.
Join with us, CPAC, select board.
What's
Oh.
today?
It's 2
Today's the
weeks.
10th. It'll be on the 24th.
First time I did before.
You said join.
Is it-
Just us
is it
consultants
CPAC?
or it's
I believe, yeah,
CPAC?
it's with CPAC. Yep. Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Yeah,
That's all you
yep.
needed, you for the forum.
Yeah, no, that's why I checked in with you. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
See you later.
See you next time. And then, between now and then, I'm gonna see about the technology here.
Okay.
Luckily, it wasn't an issue today. We did, but.
Okay.
Yeah, it's. There's 2 sheets on each one because the second one has the conditions